Hey. I'm gonna cry. And I wasn't starting off with a cry, I promise. I'm sorry I look horrible. It was a rough night. So, I just needed to, like, get this out, and I thought that this was the best way to do it, because I can just talk and be done with it. But, my parents and my sister live in South Florida. And every single time I go on the internet, the only thing I'm hearing is that Hurricane Irma is the worst hurricane on record in the Atlantic. And I don't mean to laugh. It's really just because I'm terrified. And my parents have been in Florida for almost 30 years. And they refuse to leave. With a lot of trying, and they don't ever evacuate. They say, this is where we live, this is what happens, and we just try to adapt and accommodate. And I don't know why I'm scared. I mean, obvious reasons, but my parents have just a very matter-of-fact kind of attitude about it. My mom is volunteering at a shelter where it can take in like 5,500 people, and she just has to do it for work, and because she's an amazing human being. So she's separated, so she's out at the shelter. My dad got the house ready this morning, and like everything's sheltered up. He was cooking, freezing food, water in the tub so we can go to the bathroom and wash, and trees are trimmed and all that stuff. And then my sister is over at her house and she bought beer and batteries. It's like, and I talked to my dad this morning and I just start crying, and I'm just scared. I'm really scared. I'm really, really scared. And I don't think it's that that they're gonna lose the house, or I just have all this blanket scared. And the first thing, this is the best thing in the world though. So I'm talking to my dad, and I'm like, hey, I don't really feel well, but how are you? And then I start crying, and my dad said, why are you crying? The Cubs won yesterday. I was like, you know what they did? And he's like, it is what it is. There's nothing, we can do about it. And I love you. And we'll just, carry on. And he's like, it's supposed to hit this weekend on Sunday. And they're in southeastern Florida. So it'll be awesome. Hey, Alabama just walked in, but I don't know. And Mason, I don't know that they know that I'm crying.
Are you okay? She's on Facebook Live.
No, well, it's a video that I'm gonna, but no, I'm just freaking out because of this hurricane. I talked to my parents.
Family.
Yeah.
Good.
Did you just say good?
Yeah, you talked to your family. I'm saying good that you talked to them because they're okay.
I needed that.
We're making you laugh. We're here. We're helping. Yeah.
Well, and it was funny. Like I was saying I talked to my dad this morning, and the first thing he says to me is, "One, why are you crying? Because the Cubs won yesterday."
I love your parents. I love you.
And it was just like, great. My dad's like, stop crying. Everything's fine. But
They're
I'm just like,
they're high ground.
there is no high ground in Florida.
Are they getting out?
No, they're staying.
Oh.
But that's the thing, like, they don't, because, like, my parents are like, this is where we live, this is what we choose to do, it's like if you live in, like, Tornado Alley, it's like...
They've probably been through one or two.
Yeah.
Like 9.
Yeah.
Well, and I was saying, so my first hurricane, I was 7, and it was Hurricane Andrew. And I will never forget this image of sitting in front of a window with tape as an X so that if it breaks, it breaks it, right.
Yeah.
And there was a tree in front of that window, and it just kept doing this. And I was 7. And that was the first, I was like, cool, hurricanes suck.
But they're in the house, so they're in a sturdier structure than if they tried to evacuate and were stuck on the highway.
They are not in a shanty on the side of the road like Twister.
Thank goodness.
So that's a positive. But it's just like they're all separated. Like my mom's volunteering in a shelter for the whole weekend. My dad is by himself. My sister's out, and it's just kind of like they're all in 3 different places, 3 different brains, and it's just like
together.
Kind of.
At least.
I mean, yeah. I need to.
Your mom.
It's so much. Well, she Yes. She's a county employee, so they also asked all of them to volunteer. Mm-hmm. She was expecting it to be a shift, and it's the entire weekend. She has to stay and wait out the storm. So it's like, and she has a really, really bad back, so she has to sleep in a sleeping bag on the floor in this school that can hold 5,500 people with like 10 bathrooms. So it's just kind of like...
These are some of the stories you don't hear about on the news.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, every time I look on the news, it's like the worst storm in the Atlantic. Yeah. And then there's like an earthquake in Mexico, another hurricane coming. And it's like,
there's wildfires
this
in
is
California.
fire and brimstone,
It's
Nostradamus.
And we all know somebody somewhere. And it's like you're freaking out of, is everybody okay? And I'm sure that when the communication goes out, when all that happens... That's the scary.
Yeah, well, and the cool thing is the Zello is like a walkie-talkie app that you can do, so it doesn't take service. So that's one way that we can do it. And I was telling my dad, I was like, Dad, use this app, and he's like, my password's not working, and I'm like, still, this is like,
figure it out.
I was like, figure it out.
Man.
But it's just, I just woke up this morning with a really bad headache, and right before my dad called me, I was like throwing up in the work.
Oh my God.
And my dad's like, why are you crying? It's like a lot of reasons. So, but yeah, I was about to, I love you too. I love all of you. But yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I'll get out of your video now.
No, you make it look better.
All right, I'm
Just made
staying.
it so awkward.
I love you. Thoughts and prayers to anybody that's been affected by any of the storms, and stay positive. That's all that we can do. And it's one of those things where it is what it is, and we work with it. We work with whatever we get, right? And it's on the news again.
It's going to be on the news all weekend. And Monday is 9/11.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff. There are ways you can help, you
Yeah.
know, Red Cross, those kind of things.
Everything. And that's the thing, too, that's really important, too, is just to give back. You know, see where the need is and just help as much as you can. And then just know that we're all in this together. This is not an individual situation. Mm-hmm. We're all together.
Not a Floridians thing. It's a human thing.
Good ending. That was good.
Is that the ending?
Yeah,
Sweet.
that was good.
Nailed it.
Can we do this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You just scratch your
I thought we were done. You said it was the ending.